Out here at Speedway, Indiana, and a buddy of mine, Mark, rents some of these garages out to keep his toys in. It's kind of his toy box. And his brother, Dennis, is out here. He's got a 78 Camaro he bought brand new, like when he was 20 years old. Now he's hot rodded in. Very nice car. So anyways, let me get Dennis run down, and we'll take a look at it. Dennis, how are you, brother?
I'm good, Scotty. How are you doing?
Outstanding.
Good.
Tell me a little bit about this hot rod.
This 1978 Camaro. I ordered this car from the factory when I was 20 years old. Yep, I ordered this car from the factory when I was 20, on my 20th birthday.
So most people get up and they might have a beer or something like that. You were like, I'm going to the Chevrolet dealership, I'm going to buy a Camaro.
Yep, I worked 12 hours a day for 7 days a week for 3 months straight to come up with $500 to put down on it.
You said you were making, what, $365 an hour when you did that?
Working at a printing company.
And people now, they can't make it on minimum wage, but yet
Yeah.
somehow you bought a hot rod on $3.
Found a way.
What have you done to it now?
Put a full DSE chassis underneath the front of its front clip. It's got the DSE swivel link 4-link under it. It's been tubbed. It's got a Moser 9-inch Ford with 410 gears, 35 spline, Detroit locker in the rear. It's a 2-speed power glide, 540 big block. Dynoed at a little over 800 horsepower.
You said the original, it's got the original urethane bumpers front and rear?
Yeah, all the trim on it are all original. All the urethane bumpers, the spoilers, all the window trim, the drip moldings. I paid extra for those in 1970.
But you
I
had
was
the-
bound and determined to put them back on.
But you had the air conditioner left off.
Yeah.
Because that was like $500.
It was
right?
$500.
You could buy a lot of toys with $500.
Yep.
And how big is that exhaust coming out of there?
It's a 3.5-inch stainless steel exhaust. That's actually a refinery pipe. I had to buy 20-foot sections of it and 90s and 45s to be able to, basically fillet it together.
And what size tires are you running on?
I believe those are 335 18s, Pirelli. The rears are 18 by 12s, and the front are 18 by 11.5s.
And what color is that?
They call it a liquid crystal blue.
That's not a stock GM color.
No, but it's real close to the color the car was when I bought it. It was as close as I could get with a modern paint, and
Tell me that hood now. Is that metal?
That is a metal. That's the stock 2-door metal hood that came with the car. We took a good mark stamped steel and basically just took our time, welded it in there. The guy who welded it, he did an awesome job. He got it nice and straight. The lines are squared. We put brake line inside of it to keep it from wiggling around because it is just sheet metal.
Right.
And then built a frame to put a cow screen on the other side of it so you couldn't look down through it.
Man, but look at the lines that everything molds in there like it's molded.
Yeah, this guy can work some magic with some metal.
Beautiful job. Man, dude. All original in here too.
Yeah, I was able to get all the instrumentation into the original dash. Switches are all right here in the original where the heater sliders were. I put my vacuum pump down there. I did ABS plastic so I could actually add another gauge if I wanted to put brake line pressure or something like that on the car.
What's that idiot light on the dash for?
Oh, that's fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
1970, yeah, fasten your. I was gonna make a red tag that said, "Hey."
Now you say you have replaced the skins on it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, where did you keep it?
It was parked in my garage for 19 years. Kids, college, and all that, they're gone, and so now it's time to have some fun.
You weren't ready to sell. You knew the day was coming when you'd free back up. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Man, I love them gauges too. But they're all in your stock positions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what I did was I took the LEDs that are in the front there. You got your bright lights. Well, they're tied to this switch. Well, see that switch, my switch bank over there. I can turn on and off the roll control so I don't accidentally hit this button.
What's that button do? Ejection seat?
That's that's the roll control.
Okay.
Locks front brakes.
Okay.
And then right here's where I attach my trans brake switch.
Oh, okay.
For the electric trans brake.
What do you
I can
got?
turn the circuits off right here.
Right.
And when that circuit's activated and you pull the button in, this LED will light for the trans brake. This
okay.
LED light right here is for the roll control. Then my bright lights. And
Okay.
so they each got a purpose.
Cool. What's in that there?
I took a 80s short-handled Corvette parking brake and put it inside the box and got rid of the foot lever on there.
But it still has a dimmer switch down there.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll see that, and then it's got a full roll cage in it too.
Yes. It's tied off all the way to the frame, front, rear, and center.
Dude, that is beautiful, man. That seems like brand new.
Thank you.
Now that's a motor.
That is a 540 big block, big M block. It's got 335 Pro 1 dart heads on it, CNC'd heads, Callie's Dragon Slayer. Motor's been balanced to about 9,000 RPM, but I top out at 6,200 at 803. I get about 740 foot-pounds of torque at 49 or 4,800 RPM. It's got electric water pump. It's got crank trigger. It's a motor plate. It's all tied off to the frame, which meant I had to make shims in all this stuff to get, because it pushed all my pulleys or wouldn't line up.
But you know, again, I don't know anything but cool. But what you've done there is you got your regular motor mounts, but then this plate actually.
Yes, it's actually tied to the frame to keep it from ripping out of there.
Yeah, I bet it wants to crawl right out of there, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the car itself has aluminum body bushings on it. This car has no roll. It's made to be thrown in the corners. There's no body roll to it.
Because you can switch it from drag racing to
road course car,
right.
Yeah, in an evening.
And you're running a 2-speed transmission in this.
2-speed power glide, yeah.
And did you say how many horsepower this was?
Dyno to 803.
'78 Camaro. Hope y'all enjoyed it. See ya.